Hey guys, it's ArchieLuxury, and I'm making this video today. I just decided to come out to a nice spot and film a vid. And this video today is about moving on. That's right guys. It's time for me to move on from the loss of my collection. I had a really good phone call with my good friend Shawnee from European Watch Gallery in Melbourne. And Shawnee said to me, he said, "Hey Arch, you can do one of two things. You can be upset, angry, disappointed," he said, "or you can just move forward." And I gotta tell you the truth there. It's a very true bit of advice that he gave me. You can keep being angry and upset, and you can run all sorts of what if scenarios, but the reality is it's not going to bring the watches back. It's not going to bring them back in the least. And it's time for me to move on. Yep, that's right. I want to remember the watches fondly that I owned. I want to be on the lookout for them if they do turn up. But I think part of me too has to move on. Otherwise, the possessions own me. I don't own the possessions. So I got to tell you something, guys. I'm making this video today. Went out for a bit of a drive. I visited a friend, my friend Mercedes Murray, who unfortunately passed away in 2018. I went and visited his gravesite. And I thought, you know what? I'd like to make a video to move on from the watches that I had. That's right guys, I want to move on. I want to move on. And I got to tell you guys, it's a very, very hard thing for me to do, because those watches were a store of wealth. They were a reserve. That was my grandma's rainy day fund. And it's quite awful what happened. The robbery. The reality is, I'm 50 years old, so what do I want to do? Keep complaining for the next 20 to 30, 40 years? I don't know how long I've got left on this planet, but I don't want to be continually down. So I'm making this video here as a move on video. And also, I want to say thank you to so many good people in the community. Probably the best friend I could ever have in my life is a couple people who really shine through. Dave, the super collector from Sydney. He's always been a shoulder to cry on. He's always chatted to me about it, the injustice of it, and he's looked positively at rebuilding my collection. When a Reverso Grand Date came up at a good price, he pounced on it. He said, "Arch, you need this." Dave also got Ronnie from Vintage Watch Co. and Co. from Luxuria to chip in, and he himself put a big chunk of money in to get me an Omega Speedmaster Man on the Moon, the new 3861, as a gift. Beautiful present. Absolutely beautiful. There's goodness in this world. It's not just bad. And I gotta tell you something. I want to start moving on. I think in some ways what I've got to do is plan that the watches will never come back. And another part of me will be, hey, they could turn up. They could come back. You never know your luck. I've given the serial numbers to all the manufacturers and I've put them out. So you never know your luck in the big smoke. I gotta tell you guys, it's been really, really tough. It has been hard. This is not an easy thing to come to terms with. And I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. There's also been some really nasty trolls. I remember one comment, I don't know if the burglars know the pain they've caused this man and the joy it brings me. Just nasty, nasty comments, nasty foul comments. And I don't know, is it jealousy? Are they upset that they can't afford some watches? I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's just nasty. And I gotta tell you guys, I think as we start 2023, I want to put a bit of closure in and say goodbye to the watches I loved. Those pieces, really special pieces. And unfortunately, they are no longer with me. And the saddest watch was the Sky Dweller given to me by Bondage. Just such a cool guy, lovely guy. I so wish I could have that watch back. I so wish I could have that back for the memory of what he did for me. I so wish that could be the way. Unfortunately, life ain't always like that. No, it's not always like that. So, I don't know what to say really. It's a tough one. It is very tough. It is really tough. But I'm making this video here. I gotta move on. I gotta move on. And although it's a significant loss to me, I can't let it take over my happiness. So, yeah, guys, I'm just making this video here to say that I am actually starting to move on. Terrible loss. Terrible. Terrible. But I can't let it consume me. If I let it consume me, what do you want to do? Suicide? Do you want to let this be the end statement, or do you want this just to be a bad chapter? So I'd like to concentrate hard and pull through, move forward. I may not have as nice a collection as I had in the past, but you know what? That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's the love of watches, the community, the collectors, the people that get joy out of them, can appreciate a beautiful timepiece. That's what it's about. So I think for me, it's a time to move on. And part of that moving on process is to get me to forgive myself. I'm probably the harshest critic. Not only did I have the indignity of being robbed, but due to the police investigation, I haven't been able to mention the procedures and things I had in place. The fact that I actually had some cameras. The fact that I had a pretty good commercial grade safe. The fact that I had the safe bolted, dyno bolted to the floor. The hardest thing is to forgive myself and stop playing if only. Woulda, shoulda, coulda. Woulda, shoulda, coulda. Ain't gonna change what's happened. It ain't gonna bring the watches back, Charlie. So I've got to tell you guys, I got to tell you, this is a great opportunity to move forward. It's a great opportunity for me to be at peace, be at ease. And it's a great opportunity for me to grow as a person and as a collector. So we'll see what the new year brings. Forgiving myself that the total injustice is I haven't been able to tell you people the investigation. I haven't been able to talk about it. I haven't been able to talk about anything, and that's really annoying. But that's sort of the indignity of these sort of situations. Guys, I need to forgive myself. I tried my best. Sometimes your best isn't good enough. And I need to focus on the future. So guys, I want to be positive. I want to move forward. I want to remember my watches, but move forward in a positive direction. So guys, that's my forgiveness, my moving on video. Let's see how it goes. Okay guys, I will catch you in the next one.
Hi guys, it's ArchieLuxury. Guys, I want to talk to you about David SW. David SW, David SW. Guys, if you are in America, if you are looking for a Rolex watch of your dreams, in fact, if you're looking for a contemporary modern wristwatch, I strongly advise you to look at David SW. Guys, don't play the dealer games. Don't bring in chocolates or Krispy Kremes for your dealer hoping to get a Rolex at retail. It's futile. Please guys, save your dignity, keep some pride, go to David SW. I would highly recommend David SW, David SW. If you're in America and you're looking for a watch, go to David SW, David SW, David SW. Hey guys, ArchieLuxury on the YouTube sensation, the Paul Pluta channel. Guys, I need you to help me out, guys. I can't survive on Google Ads alone. I need you to request a paid review. $50 US, look down in the description. $50 US, I will review your collection. I'll tell you what I think of it, and I'll give you some pointers. The other thing is, guys, you can sponsor me on Patreon. Patreon allows you to pay a couple bucks a month, $1, $2, $5, whatever you want, and it keeps me going on YouTube. Because, guys, I'm in a niche. Nobody can make money out of the views I get. The views are crap because it's a small specialized area, and I don't talk about garbage for the sake of views. Guys, sponsor me on Patreon, look down below, and I will see you in the next one.